Carp. Jesus went hunting 2 nights in a row up in North Texas. First section of the night's going to start back here in the tree line. I've got a collar going down in the middle of the field. The wind isn't a problem at this point, and I'm just waiting for hogs to show up. And this animal shows up, it looks like a hog, but it doesn't look quite right. I know it's wet because it's white and I'm on black hot, so it's cooler than the surrounding area. But I want it to come out in the field before I take a shot at it. I need a positive identification to make sure that it's not some sort of calf. It's probably not, but I didn't get a shot and it disappeared on me. While I was running the collar in the other field, I heard these hogs in this field making a lot of noise, and I thought they would come to the collar, but they never did. So I took out after them. And this is where I found them. It's a nice little sounder. The hogs are in a low spot from where I am. And right now I'm just waiting to pick a target. This one looks good. It takes off running, goes into the next pasture. I drop that hog, and I start to swing off target before I confirm the second hit. Drop that hog and go back and pick up the second hog again right here. And after considerable searching, I have 2 hogs down.
Brass Catcher by Tactical Brass Recovery.
I did not recover the first hog, but the second hog was a 160-pound sow, and the third hog was a 50-pound male. Examination of the sow revealed that she was pregnant with 4 on board. I showed up early on Friday night and got set up early on this little knoll overlooking a winter wheat field where I thought maybe some hogs would be later in the evening. There you can see the field. It's actually a terrace field. This gate right here is going to be significant in the upcoming events, and hogs are going to be here and here during the shooting. Just minutes after the video was taken, I noticed hogs in the far tree line with my hand scanner.
So it's daylight right now. There are pigs in the far tree line, and I can't get to them just yet.
And I'm still going to be testing my Remington Core-Lokt ammunition loaded by Druid Hill Armory with Starline brass, all arranged for by Dinny Dines, and shooting my TX-15 multi-purpose carbine from Lone Star Armory. That's a mess of pigs, and they are on the first and second terrace above where I would like them to be before I start shooting. And I can't move any closer on them at this point because it's still relatively daylight. Now they've come a lot closer. They've moved in mostly behind this tree. This is just moments later. So I think I have a shot opportunity coming up very soon. Now listen carefully what happens and watch. The hogs hear the gunshot.
Wow, they all reacted to the gunshot. Look at that. That would have been a deer hunter on another property way to the south. Well, if they come back, that tells me the direction they're going to run.
I said I thought it was a deer hunter. I don't hear hunters in this area any other time other than deer season. I held off shooting the one lone straggler in hopes that hogs would return, and sure enough, 20 minutes later, here they are. However, I have a new problem. While they are in the part of the wheat field I'd like them to be in, either the trees in the way or the fences in the way. Now this is a view from my shooting position. Those are the hogs. I'm doing my best to look like one of the trees. I'm only 30 yards from the fence line, and the hogs are right behind the fence. There's that big open field, and the hogs are right behind the fence. The top of the posts hold the top fence wire, so I need the hogs to be above the top of the fence post to make sure that I'm not shooting any of the wires. And they continue moving down along the fence line and eventually into a lower portion of the wheat field where the fence is now covering even more of the field, and I still don't have a shot, and it's still enough daylight that I can't advance on them. Now here's the gate. The gate's going to be very useful here. The gate has big openings in it, and if I can get a hog in the clear in one of those openings, I should be able to take my shot. I would prefer they be clear of the pipes, and most of them are walking right behind the pipes. Here I miss an opportunity. But this one presents itself right here. That hog goes down. And now I have to wait for the hogs to clear the fence and not be anywhere near the cattle. Or behind the tree. This one comes in the open. I missed with that shot. I track on these hogs and they start getting into the cattle. And that was it for the shooting, and I ended up coming away with a 115-pound boar and a 105-pound boar. And after I got them to the boneyard, did a quick scan. Always scan your fields before leaving the fields or making a major move. And sure enough, more hogs have come in while I've been doing my chores with the first 2 hogs. While this sort of bonus doesn't happen every night, it's happened to me numerous times this year. So here I've advanced on the hogs. Got a problem with the cattle that are in the way, and I've got a cross fence that's a little farther forward. And here I've gotten moved all the way up to the fence, so I'm going to be shooting over the fence. The fence is not going to be an issue with bullets. But I've still got an issue with the cattle. I tried talking to the cattle, whispering to the cattle, trying to get them to move. They were not impressed. So I'm going to have to shoot around the cattle. Alright, here we go. She goes down. I miss with this follow-up. No good shot there. Here I try for a quick double. I drop the first hog. Find the second hog right here, but I'm not quick enough and it disappears. And those are my last 2 hogs. A 140-pound sow and a 60-pound male. And be sure to check out my other channel, Carpe Analysis, the Trauma Diaries, for Trauma Diaries number 2, where I'll take a look at the Druid Hill Armory, Remington Core-Lokt ammunition's ballistic performance and how it did on this hunt. Should be out in the next day or so. Carpe sus, my friends.